Paleontology as science is our today's topic, and in that we will be discussing that what is science. Science is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanation and prediction about the universe. साइंस में हम मुशाहिदात करते हैं और उन मुशाहिदात को हम साइंस के ही जरिए टेस्ट करते हैं और उन टेस्ट की बुनियाद पर हम कुछ पेशगोइयां करते हैं और उन नताइज को हम दुनिया में अप्लाई करते हैं। तो इस तरह से साइंस हमें एक सिस्टम देती है जिसके जरिए हम मुख्तलिफ मसाइल का हल देखते हैं। नाउ व्हाट इज साइंस वर्ड मीन? The word science comes from the Latin scientia, that means the knowledge. And science is supposed to be about reality, about hard facts, calculation, and proofs. And we know that science works on the evidence, right? So if there is no evidence for a particular thing, or there is no calculations behind it, we cannot believe that thing, right? So in the science, there is no word as belief, right? So the science is very much based on hard facts, calculations, and proof. Anything that is testable and can be proved should be coming under the realm of science, and anything that cannot be tested and cannot be proved does not come under the realm of science. Now, in mathematics and many areas of physics, this might be true. Because in the mathematics, for example, we take an example, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now, it is as simple as that. But in the natural sciences where you have different varieties of life, for example, we are talking about biology, it is not as simple. How the life form evolved from the simple to complex, it is a very, very complex question. So how do we go for explaining such a phenomena? We do that by the two methods that we have. One is induction and one is deduction. Now, there were different scientists who worked on these things, and one of those was Sir Francis Bacon, who first gave the idea of induction. He said that enquirer, that means the person who asks the question, might hope to see common patterns among the observations, and these common patterns would point to an explanation or laws of nature. That means just see the specific details or clues that are applicable, right? For example, if I say that the person A is mortal, person B is mortal, person C is mortal. So all of these persons are mortal and all of these are human. So what must be the law of nature? That all of men are mortal. So this is from specific to general. So whenever we discuss about the induction, that is specific to the general. And the deduction is opposite, and this idea was given by the Aristotle. A series of observation point to an inevitable outcome. That means we are going from the general to the specific, right? So all men are mortal is a general. Socrates is a man, it is a specific, right? So what does the outcome say? Therefore, Socrates is a mortal person. So it is going from the general to the specific. Mathematics and detective work, right? So जासूसी काम जो भी हैं, investigations हैं, तफ्तीशी लोग जो हैं वो इसी तरह से काम करते हैं, इसी तरह से mathematics है. ये जो भी branches of science हैं वो डिडक्शन के ऊपर काम करते हैं. आपने जो शर्लॉक होम का नाम सुना होगा, इट वाज अ हीरो, राइट? सो कुछ जासूसी नावलों में सर आर्थर कोनन डायल का काम है, तो वो डिडक्शन का एक्सपर्ट था. नाउ देयर इज अनदर वे ऑफ थिंकिंग विच इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ हाइपोथेटिको डिडक्टिव मेथड, राइट? सो एंड who proposed that? The name of the scientist was Karl Popper, and he said that proof is impossible. Well, we cannot prove anything. And scientists set up the hypothesis. Hypothesis is general explanation of some observations. And we test the hypothesis, and then we refute or disprove the hypothesis, right? So if I give you some hypothesis, you will come up with some refutation or some disproving, right? So you will try to negate my findings, right? So with the help of some other evidence, and then hypothesis will be sent for the proof, right? So if another scientist who failed to disprove my hypothesis, then my hypothesis will be considered proven. Now, another thing about the science is paradigm shifts. Paradigm shifts means that how a complete scenario of one branch of science is changed by one event or by one discovery. For example, in 1928, the antibiotics were discovered by the Alexander Fleming. Now, this antibiotic penicillin gave a paradigm shift in the discovery of antibiotics. Or just like we have an example here that we will be discussing later, the paradigm shift was the idea that was given by the Thomas Kuhn, and it is that the science shuttles between so-called time of normal science and time of scientific revolution. Scientific revolutions or paradigm shifts are when a whole new idea invades an area of the science, right? So an example is that Louis Alvarez and colleagues, they told us that 65 million years ago, a meteorite hit the earth and it resulted into the extinction of dinosaurs, right? So now you can go on and study that how after this discovery, the idea of paleontology, the science of paleontology changed, and how was the amount of science that was produced based on this idea. What are the different things, what are the different properties of a good hypothesis? Hypothesis should be sensible and testable. Speculation, that means I have my own ideas and I give those ideas as some hypothesis. So this is not going to work. किसी के अंदाजे से कोई काम नहीं होता साइंस में, बल्कि इसके लिए आपको कोई एविडेंस देनी पड़ेगी. तो इसके लिए हमारे पास है इन्फॉर्म्ड डिडक्शन. डिडक्शन यू नो, तो इन्फॉर्म मीन कि आपने कुछ स्टडी किया, उसको अच्छी तरह से पढ़ा, मुतालिया किया और उसके बाद उसकी एक डिडक्शन बनाई और उस डिडक्शन की बेस पे आपने एक पूरा हाइपोथेसिस डेवलप किया, तो वो एक अच्छा हाइपोथेसिस होगा बनिस्बत इसके कि आप सिर्फ अंदाजे से एक हाइपोथेसिस बना लें. और a good hypothesis should be based on observable fact, not the fantasy. ये एक observable fact होना चाहिए और ये कोई fantasy नहीं होनी चाहिए. Now we know how the paleontology works, and we may have seen this in our culture as well, right? So paleontology rendition in popular culture means that how do we perceive the paleontology as a culture? हमारी सोसाइटी में लोग इसको किस तरह से जानते हैं? आपने जुरासिक पार्क और वॉकिंग विद द डायनासोर सीरीज की फिल्में देखी होंगी, तो उसमें आप देखते हैं कि डायनासोर्स जो हैं वो जमीन पर घूम रहे हैं, लोगों ने पार्क बनाए हुए हैं, वहां पे जैसे लोग चिड़ियाघर में जाते हैं वैसे वो डायनासोर्स को देखने जाते हैं. तो अब ये देखिए कि पहले लोग सिर्फ तस्वीरें बनाते थे और अब वो मूवीज तक बनाना शुरू हो गए हैं, और जैसे जैसे साइंस आगे बढ़ती जाएगी मजीद उनकी तस्वीरों में बेहतरी आती जाएगी. द स्लो एवोल्यूशन ऑफ रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ एंशिएंट लाइफ ओवर द सेंचुरीज रिफ्लेक्ट द ग्रोथ ऑफ पैलियोंटोलॉजी एज ए डिसिप्लिन. इसका मतलब ये है कि जैसे जैसे हमारी फिल्मों में बेहतरी आती जा रही है, वैसे वैसे हमारी पैलियोंटोलॉजी की साइंस भी बेहतर होती जा रही है.